So yeah, in case it's not entirely clear what I'm doing today, I've taken Fish Guy's look backwards code and made it look backwards permanently. And then I've also changed the bottom screen to make it so that it's on the zoomed out map option the entire time to avoid just looking entirely at the bottom screen and ignoring absolutely everything else. Because that could be a different challenge, but it would completely negate the purpose of this one. So I think I'm just gonna get straight into it, because no real reason to wait. Yeah, I've been looking at Mario Kart World a lot because it looks like it's slightly more boring, potentially, with the like straight sections between. Because there's a lot of driving between the tracks and it seems like that could potentially not be the most... Oh, wait. Yep, thank you for the luck. I forgot that the actual inputs will be basically mirrored. So I completely lost my train of thought on what I was saying about Mario Kart World. Okay, wait. Yeah. This is all of it. This is gonna take me a while. Yeah, this challenge is fun. It's just okay. I'm already seeing I'm gonna struggle a little bit, especially because I'm a little bit less used to playing MK7 with a controller, even though I've tasked a lot. It's still not how I'm used to playing RTA, but I don't have much option right now, so yeah. Okay, I need to figure out where the first turn is and things like that. Yeah, so the long straightaways on MK World is it looks like, at least in 100cc, it looked really slow. Potentially, once we start getting to the higher CCs, like if we still have 200, that could help a lot. But oh, Rainbow Road's gonna be a nightmare for this. But yeah, so 200cc could make it better, and I think somebody said that you can actually disable it as an option, which will help a lot. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to things like Special Cup and Rainbow Road. Could be a challenge. And I think I'm gonna get last, so I might just have to restart after the first race. Yeah, I'm not too far off though, which isn't bad. I was expecting it to be significantly worse on my first attempt. It's basically like drunk driving. If I'm turning left mentally, I'm having to turn to the right and vice versa, yeah. I've not played much SMK. I played it just to get a timesheet and then kind of stopped. Okay, if I actually stay on the... How am I getting sniped on lap 1 already? I just realized that was a snipe. DK's trying to snipe me again. Oh, is backwards camera confirmed for Mario Kart World? I haven't actually looked at that too much. The only thing I've seen in terms of actual gameplay was just the first cup. And hey Julius, yeah, this is an interesting challenge so far. This tunnel is giving me a lot of pain. I think I need to stay closer to the checkered line in the middle. Even if it's a bit slower, it will avoid me from crashing into random signs like that, which could help. Bullet Bill's gonna help so much. Yes, thank you for the luck. I think I might need it. At least you get to look straight into the face of the Bullet Bill. This is such a weird experience though. I'm so used to playing this track. It's like mirror mode, except I can't see where I'm going. So I'm gonna really take a bit to get used to that, but okay. That could maybe hit and then I can get 7th. I'm gonna have to restart again anyway, because 7th is not enough. Nope, still gonna get 8th. Okay. Worst case scenario is I'm obviously not going to get first, but it can give me some general practice on the other tracks, because I don't want to just get good at Toad Circuit and then be stuck. Okay, this track actually feels easier than Toad Circuit. I think the turns are a bit wider, which helps. And if I just stay kind of wide, it's not too bad. Lucky 7 looks so funny. Wait, oh, my up and down is... It's not backwards. I'm backward. I'm the one backwards. But I'm not in last, which is better than I was doing on Toad Circuit, so that's a good sign. I'm still hitting every single wall possible, but maybe the CPUs are just worse on this track. Yeah, that was a really fun video to work on. It took me a really long time to put all of that together, but I think that's probably one of the craziest strats that's ended up happening. Not so much in terms of like the time save or anything like that, but just the lore behind it. I saw a lot of people just commenting on the fact that it can basically be boiled down to it took over 10 years to figure out, and then all it was is just bounce off some balloons. Which is kind of true, but I think clipping through the balloon is an interesting way of doing it. There are potentially other tracks where you could clip through some balloons or other objects. Not necessarily balloons, but I doubt that's the only place with a thin object on the glider. I nearly messed that up entirely. That pillar saved me. I don't think anyone's ever been saved by that before. Okay, the bombs are going to be a challenge, and any other items that are dropped back at me, because I can't see them. And because of what I've done with the bottom screen, I can't see it that way either. This bullet bill is going to help a lot, though. It's going to end me in the glider as well, so... Might end up with a fairly decent position here, if I don't just drive into a wall and get red shelled. Oh. Nope, I'm still going to get last, because I'm just throwing. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yep, universe definitely wanted me to lose. The inputs are how they would be if you're driving forwards, so even though the camera's backwards, if I'm holding left, I'm turning right on the track. The only thing that's changed is the camera. It's exactly like it would be if you had a backwards camera natively in the game like you do in Wii or 8 Deluxe. But that is making it a challenge, because I'm really not used to using the backwards camera. Even in Wii and 8 Deluxe when I've played it, I haven't used the backwards camera too much. Okay. I said this track was going to be easy, and then I forgot the clams exist. I think once I just get used to the fact that the inputs are backwards from what I mentally normally do on the track, it will help a lot. But it's somewhat like playing the track blind, which I have done some blindfolded speedruns of the game before. I did some MKWilliam glitch time trials, and I ended up getting a 156. I might actually do that again at some point, because it was kind of fun. I'll have to figure out how to make a setup for that, though. Yeah, okay, this section with the clams seems to be way more of a challenge than I was expecting for this track. And I guess I'm falling in the middle of there again. I'm so far behind already, though. DK's half a lap ahead. Yeah, this is way more challenging than I actually expected. I was thinking it would be hard, but... Okay, bullet bill helps. Bullet bill is taking the shortcut. I think it's because this is actually less of a straight section than I remembered. Okay. If I go over here, I can stay up and then get the trick, get the item, get another bill. I might not get last in a race. Ooh. Okay, yeah, backwards camera does not seem to like the bill too much. But 6th place. You can look at the back of Lakitu's head. I think on some of the easier tracks I can get used to it, but I don't know how I'm gonna do something like Rainbow Road. But yeah, Bullet Bill is gonna be my savior. Oh, where am I? Okay. Wait. Yeah, to some extent this is like playing blindfolded. Because even though I can adjust more easily because I have the visual, I'm having to rely a lot on memory for knowing where to turn. I think like that will work. And then release a bit and here. That was really clean. Yeah, this is in 150cc. If I dive here and then avoid that. Is that my first time finishing the first lap not in last? Oh. I can feel that I'm getting more comfortable with this though, even though I'm just getting stuck on all of the stalls in the bazaar. Maybe if I just... No, I still need to drift through there. Ooh, there's a star there. Could end up mattering later. Although I can't see it to pick it up, so I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know why the camera's so shaky in the build. I guess it wasn't meant to really be looked at from that perspective. It's probably bigger than the character model. Okay, mushrooms help, because if I get stuck, I can just shroom. Like that. Oh, I actually got the star. I did say it could come in handy, but I didn't expect to actually hit that. Oh, and I have a mushroom. I could get second. That would be insane. Okay, third. I found a way to make the bullet bill useful. Yeah, the bill is quite bad in this game. Okay, not last. I was getting used to Shy Guy Bazaar by the end, actually, though. I'm going to need to at least win a race and then get second in all the others. Could be a challenge. I guess the point is that it's a challenge, though. I can feel I'm getting more comfortable driving like this, though, which is really nice. I can do some backwards SSMTs. I don't even know if that's faster, because it did not look like I was doing it that well. That's a green shell. Don't want that. Let me just get back on track and then... Okay, I'll actually really take a third for the first race. A Matrix dodging them. That would be so funny if you could just, like, shrink your cart manually to avoid getting hit by something in the air. If they added projectiles to the game that actually fly in the air and then you had to Matrix dodge them. That would be such a funny concept for a Mario Kart game. So I'm somehow finding Daisy Hill's one of the harder tracks and I don't know why. I think there's actually less walls and it's making it harder to figure out where I need to be going. Oh wait, backspam's so funny. I don't even care that it's probably not beneficial for me to hit the people behind me rather than in front of me. It's just so funny to just line it up. Okay, missing those boxes is not the best. I'm gonna have to probably focus more heavily than I normally would on getting the boxes, because I feel like I need to... Yeah, a blooper. I need to rely on my blooper. No, my blooper. How am I gonna win now? I needed that blooper. The backwards snipes is so funny. The goat is not funny. I will take fourth. The ultra boost backwards, yeah, that would be crazy. I'm probably gonna end up using something like the penguin or maybe even Goomba. I've really wanted Goomba in for a while. It's kind of cool to see Goomba. I did also notice on the release art, it was showing 2 Goombas in different places. Where? Oh, there's a rock there? I didn't even know that was a thing. This track's hard because there's just no walls to base where I'm going on. Yo, thank you for the sub. I don't have any alerts on currently, but I do appreciate it a lot. Do the Twitch thing and just start talking about Twitch Prime whenever somebody subs. Yeah, Nebin, thank you for the sub. I think I've actually seen some of the videos on your channel before, because I've watched a lot of the older glitch hunting videos. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time just looking at all the old videos on the game, because a lot of ideas can come from that. Like, the Rainbow Road glitch came... Obviously, we had the idea of how to do the glitch, but the idea to use the glider glitch came from a video Cool and Hot found from 2012, I think? Maybe 2013 by Tsunami X, which was an Olympics video. Okay, you know what? I somehow snagged 6th there. No clue how that happened. Okay. I'm still really scared about the bridge at the start here, though. Yeah. Problem I have with Shy Guy Bazaar is I just haven't actually played this track as much as some of the other ones. Because I was afraid of stall boost for a long time, so I just avoided time trialing the track ever. I still have a general idea of where everything is, but the specifics of where all the stalls are and things like that, I don't have that. Okay, Bullet Bill's gonna help me a lot. Yeah, I'm already a long way behind Shy Guy. This is not the simplest thing to try and make up. Obviously, it doesn't matter for actually winning the GP, but it would be nice to at least get maybe a top 4 result for this one. Also, I just saw that message, JNP, man. Yeah, I genuinely did not expect the bee to be in the game. Like, we've now got Honey Queen and the regular, what is it, Sting Bee? Is that what it's called? Like, Honey Queen was wild, but doing just a regular bee? Because the bees are not iconic Mario enemies. So that's a really weird shout to go with. I don't hate it, though. I quite like the fact they've done all these weird characters, because it brings in the opportunity for some of the ones that I would want in to get in. Like, I've wanted Forful in for a long time from the Mario and Luigi games, because I'm a big Bowser's Inside Story fan. Yeah, Fishbones is absolutely crazy. I don't know what they were going for with that. Like, I at least understand some of them. Like, I can see how they thought the cow would be a popular character, even though it's a really left field option. But the bonefish is just... Yeah, I'm not doing as well on this one as I did last time, unfortunately. Can I still beat Koopa? Yes, okay. Okay, yeah, so I did end up getting tied for 4th. So, halfway there. As it turns out, I was not halfway there. While I did get some promising results, attempt after attempt just resulted in resets. And some of them weren't even my fault. Some of the things that happened to me were things I had never seen before. But after about an hour and a half of trying, I finally had an attempt. By the time I entered Shy Guy Bazaar, I was still in the lead by a single point. It all came down to the final race. Yeah, no pressure at all. I'm feeling no pressure. I've never felt pressure. It's not like it's taken me 2 hours to get to this point. No. No reason to worry about that. Full focus time. I'm not sure my full focus was really working there, I'm not gonna lie. Where am I? Okay. It's winnable, don't worry. I can target shock Peach. Peach still respawned in a favorable place somehow, and I'm so far behind. I need this item. Yeah. Okay. This is... The blooper's gonna help me. I can't win without it. Inside route? I don't hate it. How am I in 7th? I thought I was still miles behind. How did this happen? Oh, Wario did get fully stuck. This is the least clean attempt I've had on Shy Guy, which is so unfortunate. I definitely am choking under the pressure. No. Should have target shocked. Yeah. It's so over. I should have just gone with the target shock. Surely this is faster, right? If I hop, I can just start building up some momentum like an MKWilliam, get the super hopping going. I mean, 2nd overall is not bad, but there was definitely an opportunity there. I won't allow it. I'll enable my cheat codes to just make me... Actually, I have a cheat code that can make the CPU drive for you. So technically, I could just pretend I'm playing, you know? Just to make sure you don't win. It would look so noticeable that if I turn that on though. And it's not even a fast CPU, I think it would get last every single time, so. I know there's a public version of the code, I also made my own version of the code, and I don't know which one's actually better. I think mine doesn't always get 8th, but... And it also depends on player ID, so if I was able to change my player ID from it thinking I'm the worst to thinking I'm the best CPU, then that would also help, but I haven't looked into that. Ah, the back green, no! Second, okay, I'll take it, I'll take it. Wiggler's gonna throw for me, and I'm gonna win this at the last possible moment before the prediction ends. The Tanuki leaf lasts for so long. It never finishes before I get to the next item set, which is annoying. And yeah, the Tanuki's not my favorite item either. I don't find it useful because you can't be strategic with it. If there was a button to just discard it, it would be nice. And I think CTGP7 has that now. I'm gonna have to stream CTGP7 at some point because I actually haven't played almost any of the custom tracks. I think I've played about 5 of them. Maybe a bit more. I did a couple of speedruns of Citric Light, but I think most of those are older versions or just not in the pack anymore. I can't believe I still got second after hitting the wall there. 2 second places so far and I'm tied for first. Okay, time to lock in on CCL. Yeah, 5th is not good enough here with Bowser having the win. Oh wait, no, Bowser wasn't who I was fighting against. There's a world where I tie for first at the end of this. Do I count it if I tie rather than an outright win? Tie counts? Because it gives me the trophy, so... I am focused. And I still somehow got a mushroom despite being in second, which helps here. A bit, at least. You know, I still have my skill issue to contend with. Okay. There's no way I got target shocked. And I missed the item boxes. Please, 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 please. Is that enough? No, Rosalina won. A 3-way tie for second. But Rosalina won. I don't think it's happy about being open for so long. I think that might be the play to try and hit the glider. How did they have a bomb in second? That's crazy. How do I have triple mushrooms? Where am I going? Okay, we're fine. We're not fine. We're so fine. Okay. I'm gonna try and just take an easy lead to start out with. I say while not taking an easy lead. And this game just lets you bounce off walls, so I don't even have to worry about the fact that my driving was so bad with that golden. I forgot which way I was going. The bill! The bill! Oh, I agree, Metal Mario. Oh no. I can definitely... As long as I can just make it through CCL, I think I can close out SGB. But... It has been an adventure to get to a point where I even feel like I can beat this. And now I'm just having to get good item luck. Which has not been the easiest thing. Did I just get hit by my own green shell? How have I managed to bomb snipe myself and hit myself with my own green? Oh, and now I'm getting blued. Like, I can still get second if I'm lucky. Yeah, second. Okay. I don't know how I managed to pull that back entirely. Like, I know I sounded confident, but I am not confident with anything in this. I nearly just made Shy Guy face through a wall. If I can get a star or something, this isn't a bad place to be in, although I'm missing all the items, so maybe I won't. Okay, golden. As long as the shock doesn't happen, I think my best option is to hold this. Okay, second isn't bad. I think, yeah, Wiggler didn't do so well, and Peach actually brought some points back, which helps, so it's time to avoid throwing on CCL again. I have had a lot of experience on CCL now, though, so maybe if I'm lucky I can get through this, and then I just have to avoid falling apart at Shy Guy again. Okay, that was a bit slow, but it could have been worse. I'm out of there and I'm not in last, which is all I can really ask for. And I'm just going to use my golden now to make up for the time I lost. Did I just go between the item boxes? That's possible? What? Since when was that possible? That's actually not so bad. Missed the item, but it hopefully doesn't matter. I can just go around where the crabs are and then... Okay, second. Rosalina did win, so that does mean that I have a bigger lead. So I just have to be within one place of Wiggler. Okay. Struggling a little bit. I really want to focus though, which is why I'm not talking as much. There's a star. It might still be there next lap. I'm already a long way behind Wiggler. And I somehow missed the item box. How's that even possible? Triple mushrooms helps, and I don't think the star's still there. Let's just use it here. Oh, okay. And Wiggler has a lead, but I just need second. And I'm not gonna get second with this kind of driving. My driving's just not there right now. And I'm missing the item boxes. I'm gonna back up for it. This is so slow, but I need the bullet. That's not a bullet. What am I doing? Oh, that's the second time I've ended up so far behind on this track. They should add this guy to Mario Kart World. This should be a playable character. I'd use him. Yeah, I only needed 5th. It was close. Nobody even got over 30 points. Shy by Gazar. Is this a new mod that I need to make? Like, Gushroom Morge? Yes, Circuit Toad. I think Manfredi actually has a backwards mod on this track, so technically that already exists, kind of. I should do some modded tracks at some point like that, though. It'll be fun to do those. Might be a bit less challenging than what I'm doing right now. Maybe what I could do is just have people give suggestions on mods they want to see made, and I can see what I can do. But a lot of my mods were created accidentally while trying to make other mods. This one was intentional, though. But like, I posted a picture in the TT server of the bottom screen being a second top screen, because I managed to get that to happen while trying to make the minimap mod for this. Why is there a fence there? I could have won that if the fence wasn't there, but maybe the fence helped with getting me the triple mushrooms. Surely I'm gonna win this cup today, right? Yeah, this is my first attempt. I've never tried this mod before. It's actually fairly simple to get used to. No weird things happening. I'm scared about Woohoo Loop Flower Cup though, because Woohoo Loop is basically 3 tracks that I have to learn. But I guess it is at the start of the cup, which helps. Star Cup, I could do MKWilliam Glitch, which would help. Because I never promised this would be a glitchless run. I'll take any advantage I can get. Like, maybe it would be more interesting if I made it glitchless, but I don't know. I'll decide how I'm feeling by the time I get to Star Cup. I threw. No, I definitely threw. Oh. Hopefully this is a bit better. I think part of it is that I have been local recording for actually just 3.5 hours nearly now. That's quite a long recording, which would explain why it was fine at the start and started struggling now. Oh, there's my blooper. Hi, blooper. It's been a while since I've seen you. Second. I was hoping the build would take me to first, but that's not so bad. Could have been worse. But yeah, second is fine, as long as I can beat Bowser on this one. A first here would be very nice just to give me a better chance on the later tracks. Let's just target Bowser and then fall off. The falling off was entirely intentional, in case that wasn't clear. I would never do something so silly as falling off accidentally. Why would I do that? I have no reason to do that. What do you mean, sure? Why would I ever fall off unintentionally? It was all on purpose. It was to get the star, I just missed the prediction on the shock dodge, you know? Bowser's actually still fairly close, so if I get a good item... Oh. I guess you don't have to give me a good item, do you, game? And you can hit me with a bomb too, why not? I need to win on CCL and Shy Guy Bazaar here, so I don't think this attempt's gonna do it. But you never know. Maybe you do know. This track's so hard. Oh wait, Bowser's here though. Where's Donkey Kong? Second. Oh, first now, okay. This rock keeps getting in my way. Missing the boxes? Who needs boxes? That wasn't bad. Okay. I can't believe I actually hit the glider there. I'm down so much on both of them though. I have to win and have neither of them get second. And it seems a bit unlikely, but you never know. It could all come together for me right at the end. It's just these stalls, or whatever they're called, are so hard to know what to do when you can't see. Okay, I do like getting the bill. I'm gonna use it now just to catch up. I know this is probably not the best place to use it, but... And of course the bill cuts across me. Wait, Bowser's behind me. And DK isn't currently winning. No, it's over. At least I'm not going to be in last by a mile in this race, but still only fifth. Okay. I'm committed. It's been too long. I'm not going to go 3.5 hours and then call my second place at as the win. It would just be nice to be able to get onto some different tracks, because it really is starting to feel like a bit of a grind to just be playing the same tracks over and over again. But I don't want to move on until I finish this. Like, that would be cheating. Yeah, MKWi could be fun. Assuming you mean MKWi and not MKWorld with that. Because, you know, same abbreviation. And yeah, I haven't tried out Retro Rewind yet. I've played some online time trial back when it first came out, but I haven't tried out the version that's in Retro Rewind. What am I doing? It's been a while since I've really done much MKWi. I don't really know what I'd stream other than just general worldwides. Unless I did this exact same thing in MKWi, but that would not be the best idea, given that I am better at this than Wii. I have TT'd it a bit. Like, obviously I have a 109 on Luigi Circuit. I have a couple of times I forgot to actually submit to the players page as well, that I set last year. The same challenge in every MK is crazy. This might be enough to win. Yeah. And I even slowed down to let Bowser get second, because I think Rosalina's better. If I get to win here and Rosalina gets second, then I've got a solid 4-point lead. And a single green's not going to do much for me. Oh, I guess I can just throw. That's okay. Yep. Who needs to not throw? It's all about the item farming. For some reason, Bowser looks good now. Maybe I made a mistake on the last track. That's unfortunate. Toad winning isn't bad here. Wait, that's actually so good. Bowser finished last. Yeah, so I've got an 8-point lead over Rosalina, who I think is my rival, and a 9-point over Bowser, who seems like the secondary rival. Unless Toad's clutching up, but I don't see it. I think this is my best run. I just need to make it through here in a top 3 spot, and I might even be able to just throw on Shy Guy Bazaar. Okay. Golden's good. I think I'm going to hold on to this for a bit and use it at the difficult section. So if I now just use my golden... I hear the blue. There's an item box in front of me, though. Triple mushrooms? Not the red, no! I'll take second, I'll take second. Yo, Joshua! Welcome to me getting a 6-point lead into the last race. This is my best opportunity that I've had in the past 3.5 hours. I am feeling the pressure, but I can do this. My energy levels have spiked so much. I was so losing it. And yes, we are still doing Mushroom Cup. However, I may be out of Mushroom Cup right now. All I need is like a top 4. Which, I will admit, I have struggled on this track quite a bit so far, so may not be the easiest of challenge, but I'm a lot more comfortable with... Wow, of course the box is gone. I'm a lot more comfortable with just the general driving, so I think I'm going to have some success, but... Okay, if I use the golden here, I can get through this cleanly. I'm gonna use this now. Yes, I am intentionally using the other view on the bottom screen. I made a code to make it so that it automatically loads it. So that I can't just use the bottom screen. I thought it would be more fun like that. Well, when I say fun, more challenging like that, let's say. Okay, wait, this isn't so bad. Everyone's kind of close. Like, yes, it is kind of bad, but I don't want to be down here, really. Okay. I didn't get the item. Not getting that item could cost me. Especially with Toad winning. No way. Is that enough? Let's go! That ending was insane. 3.5 hours and all I needed was Joshua to get in here and I could just do it. Wow. And I got a star, so can't even say I didn't get a star in my ranking.